Hi everybody. Well, you're going to have a look at this iconic British car. I know you might not all think they're iconic, but I do, because they were some on their own and they were more or less all built in their factory. Engine, box, diff, body. I mean, obviously some bits of trims, lights were Lucas and that, as do everybody else, you know. I mean, probably wiper blades were Tex, you know, but this is an iconic British car. I mean, and this video is probably worth watching because it'll be a little bit more interesting than other iconic British car that's just released a sales video that everybody seems to be finding a bit controversial. So stick around if you want to see it. But it's a 76 and it's a saloon. Right, and I'll be honest with you, I mean, they're a bit hard to come by saloons nowadays. You don't see as many saloons. All tend to be vans. And all tend to be estates, you know, but I prefer saloon because there's less to paint. You've got one less door to paint, you know. I mean, it might sound a bit daft here, but it's factual, you know. I mean, this car, obviously, I'm going to run it as it is. You're all going to see that because you'll see me bobbing about in it and you'll see me, like, doing a few videos for you and giving you a few true reports because they don't think, well, if you do something stupid, they do tip up. Right? If you drive them normally, they don't tip up. It's simple as, you know. If you're driving one like you're on a, I don't know, well, you're on a super bike, well, you're not going to get round first corner, simple as, you know. But they ain't got power of super bike, so if you stick to like generally half throttle, you should be pretty fine. You're not got a problem. But I'll go through it in a minute with you, and you can all have a look because they're a very interesting car, and it's very interesting that everything was made, and it's very interesting how they put them together. And they're not. If somebody wanted a classic car and they had one of these, it passed. I don't care now if you drive a Bentley, you know. But they're worth getting if you can find one because they're hard to come by now. That's why I bought this one. I mean, it's got a lovely chassis, and it's well, it's a lovely car. I mean, you look at front end. I mean, I remember that when they come out, and I looked at them and I thought, wow, you know, because they're older Regal, and I thought, chip for hell, you know. I mean. Like I had a Regal, like I said earlier. I don't know if I said earlier, I had a Regal and I also had a Robin. I had a blue estate and a grey Regal, but that was many moons ago. But these one were a bit, to me, these almost looked a bit more like Bond 875. They made that 8-bit engine up back end. I mean, they were ridiculously fast then. Really unusual things. They made ranges. In fact, I think Post Office had some ranges. I mean, I've polished this bit up here so you can see orange. I mean, it's obviously Bond bug orange, but I'll go round it. I mean, it's obviously had a knock here. A knock here. It's obviously not washed his corners, has he? So, I mean, there's crazing all over. You know, and there's some repairs here. I'm going to show you in a second. There's crazing like here, but roof, well, the paint just fell off. I think that's the issue with crazy. I don't think there's too much of an issue with the shell. There's a few bits, you know, and then somebody's done a repair here, what that's all about, no idea, but we will find out. Like I say, he's not liked his corners, he's caught that one. And he's caught that one. I bet that's original filler cap, but I ain't got key for it, but I'll get it. And also I ain't got key for that as well, so I'll have to get that. But, I mean, there's a repair done here. I'll show you not inside in a bit. So it's 10-inch wheels. You know, a lot of altered them and messed about. I mean, this car ain't altered. It's got an excellent chassis. And it's done a bit of work on engine, brakes, etc. Stuff like that. It's a good car. It is a good car. But we're starting here. I mean, it's got electric window. Sorry, no electric window. It's got an heated rear screen, which I don't know if they're standard. I've no idea. I might be, you know, I think that might have been an option because there's like a all-in dash. I mean, this is what I was saying about being a base car. There's note here. And I'm pretty sure that is right. I think on a Super, I think they had a panel there. I don't know if it was a bit of vinyl or what it was. But there's note in here. There's no mat. Now, I'm sure they had a mat on Super. I mean, you can actually see 3 bolts here that bolt it down. Because I think there's about 10 bolts the whole chassis on. Headline is all there. Bit dark edge. But I need to get a key for that. That locks it up, and then that stays busted, but looks like the original plates from when it was new. I mean, Exhaust like a pea shooter. Let me come inside. One thing I don't understand, it's got black gauges here, and then we've got chrome in centre. Nah. Joke, heater switch, there's your switches. I take it that one on this side, I think, what heater rear screen, I mean. Seats pretty good. You know, a bit of a tear there, bit of a tear here. I mean, I think that comes up like that, if I'm not mistaken. I think, oh, hold on, it's got this ashtray, it's great this, it just lifts off like that. Surely that can't be factory, surely not. And then that drops down there, and it gives you a right load of space. I mean, if you did a car boot in this, it'd be sound, you'd have loads of room. There's a bit of a tear there, so it'll want an headlining. It's a bit of ply, look, put back of your seat. And then obviously, I think that, well, I'll show you. That's obviously flap, I reckon. I mean, I bet you're thinking, look at all these mod corners, that probably covers that up. So everybody can't nick everything. Or see everything to nick it, so it's interesting anyway. I mean, I don't know how that swab would work out now. With regs, because I don't think it, oh it is, it's fastened with a couple of self-tappers. So it is fastened, it does work. I mean, carpets, they're unbelievable. I've never seen carpets as thin, never. And then that's your floor, so I wonder they make a little bit of noise. I mean, there's been a bit of a repair done here. I mean, so, see, it's just a bit wobbly. We'll have to look at that and over, but we'll go through all that. I mean, well, we won't go through it straight away, because I'll get it, I'll make sure it's roadworthy and I'll drive it. And then, I mean, that to me is repairing there. That's a bit of fiberglass somebody's put on there. And then I look like these. They must have just made these in factory. They must be fiberglass same. And that's your like inner leaf for your door. And obviously a bit they've messed about, but they're all straightforward bits. You know, they can be put right. I mean, it's perfectly usable. Doors shut right. I don't know what these handles are of, to be honest. I don't know if they're one of mini handles. Well, they might have been mini, I don't know, but I mean, probably a bit before that with minis, this handle. Could be wrong. But all these, they'll just clean up these panels. Like I say, a few bad fixings, but there's these reflectors on here on both sides. I can't see them being standard. Oh, it looks like we've got a repair to do here. Something's gone off here. But these side, I mean, I don't think somebody's been in here very often. You know, it's lovely. What's that? Somebody you put your bit of paperwork or whatever. Somebody's put a vacuum gauge in. Why you need a vacuum gauge in one of these? Because what they looked at gallon. Well, everything does what it does. Got seat belts. Looks like a sports steering wheel. Doors shut nice. Let me come here. That does lock, by the way. It does go behind that thing, but we've got this is issue with bonnet. Now, if you look at that, and same on this side, it's broke away. Now, I could get a bonnet, but to be honest, I'll do it because you'll see how it's done then. Got a new battery on. Heater needs a bit of work. Fans don't seem to be working, and then carb could do his setting up right, but I'll have a look at that. He's had a go at it. Lad, I got it off. Smashing lad. And he's put like, looks like leads. I don't know if it's on points, but it looks like is it auto sparks? I wonder if it's got a electronic ignition, but we'll see when I look. But it'll go back to points if it has. And we're missing a few heater blower parts, but I'm sure I'll get them. You know, we'll generally go right hoses because some of them look a bit, well, bit Eve Robinson. It's had an alternator. I mean, when you look at size of rad, it's well, it's like an 850 Mini, isn't it? Because it's an 850 car, but we'll kick her up for you. Just started this morning, so it should start. I mean, it doesn't have a light choke, these, to be honest, but let's see if she'll go. Oh, she's there. Oh, she's cold. There we go. Sound bad, does it? I don't know what it sounds like on camera. Just whirring away. So anyhow, there's a video. 76 Reliant Robin saloon. Just a Robin, not a super. No overriders, no push back panels. Idling away now. She's arming up now, she's picking the speed up, knocked a bit of choke off. So if you like video, give us a like. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this car, because you will. Bit different from Zephyrs, but sort of thing I like. And pass a comment and I will come back to you. And I can assure you, if you keep watching these videos on this car, it'll be really interesting, and there'll be no controversial about them like some other manufacturers. Take care everybody. Bye for now.